Okay, everybody. I just want to tell you that I don't want you to make a whole lot of noise because I have the camera that I'm recording off of with the little charger hooked up to it because it's low on battery. And if you might accidentally drop something or hit something really hard, then it might cause it to tip over one way and knock down, and we certainly don't want that. By the way, this room is so incredibly dark. We need to get some light into the room. It's ridiculous. Hold on a moment, please, everyone. Just getting some of the blinds with me. Okay, that's beautiful. Now, I'm just going to talk to you about the myth of astrology today. I'm going to talk to you about what type of astrology that you should debunk. That's going to be the big topic for today. I want to, first of all, change the horoscope because today is September 24th. Also, today is F. Scott Fitzgerald's birthday, and Deborah is going to be talking about him and how he embodies Libra. Remember that every time that we have either a cardinal or mutable, the moon's in that sign for 2 days. But when you see either Leo, Scorpio, Taurus, or Aquarius, then that tells you, oh, that moon is going to last for 3 days, okay? And I am going off of the truth and the fact of what I'm saying, and I don't want it to be, that to be debunked. Okay? So supporting it but not altering it is really what I am saying. Because, that's the fact. You don't want to mess with the facts. Okay, so let's talk about the myth of astrology. Myth number 1. So, myth 1, I'll just write it here. Elements are separate. Elements and signs are separate. That was spelled wrong. And what I mean by separate is the elements water, earth, air, fire, and the zodiac signs, Aries, Taurus, Gemini, Cancer, Leo, Virgo, Libra, Scorpio, Sagittarius, Capricorn, Aquarius, and Pisces. They'll put into the little categories, and they are specific to the sign's element, the sign's ruling planet, the modality of the sign, and, well, that sign is, completely separate from other signs, in that sort of way. Well, I'm here to tell you that's not true. Because all of the signs encompass all of the signs, if you can understand what I'm saying. So Libra has itself and every single other zodiac sign. Libra is an air sign, but it also has the other 3 elements. But the reason why, say, Leo is a fire sign is because fire is its biggest element. And as I said yesterday, I do not believe in bad compatibility. So talking about Earth, I think it is absolutely wrong to say that some signs are more lucky than others. Some signs are practical and more committed and grounded than others. Because I think that we have a very, very narrow vision of a specific of how that would look. There was no competition between, if you had to pose the question, what is the most practical earth sign, Taurus, Virgo, or Capricorn? Answer is, it is Phil. The whole zodiac wheel is not a competition between which side, which sign is more jovial than, say, this sign, or, what sign talks more than that. No, that's not what it is. That's not what it is. They're all, unique. They're all different. However, they encompass everything in their own specific way. That is the pure truth. So, all the zodiac signs, including Libra, and there were probably some more than others it may seem, but they're all of them, practical, energetic, fiery, intellectual, emotional, at some level, at their specific characteristics and traits, their specific way of living. You may say, oh, Pisces is a water sign, it's not, grounded, practical. Well, it is, because it's not, it is, the most practical thing is not just, practical. That's what's practical. It's also to be the other three elements, and all the lessons of the different signs are encompassed and intertwined with one another. And it's very, very important to really look at those signs that are not in the natal chart, including I do not have any Leo, or I do not have any dark side Scorpio, or any Capricorn. And I show a similar, chart as Deborah Silverin, because we have similar placements. And we're lucky enough to have the placements, each other having the placements that I am not as fond of, and I wish that were different. I wish that I had Venus in Pisces and, Jupiter and, I don't know, Aries. I think that you know what I mean. So, yeah, that is myth number one. It is absolutely wrong to say, oh, this sign's, not practical because it's, a fiery sign. Well, no. No, 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 no. Capricorn is practical in the areas and, personality and way of living of, and also having to do with its symbol, and the planets, they all intertwine as well. So, yeah. So, Taurus is obviously practical with materialistic things, sensual pleasures, friendship, reliability, commitment, all of those things. Gemini is practical in, its, ability to, speak and, learn and listen and all those kind of things. So, I told you. Okay, so that's myth number one. I don't want to spend a whole time going through every single zodiac sign. But that's, I think that you can get it. So, practical and all those other things in their own ways. A second myth, which is probably going to be an easy myth and an obvious one to figure out, something to debunk, would be the daily horoscopes that you might see in the newspaper. For example, if you talk, it's like for Aries on July 25th, it said that you might not, you might want to be careful about saying something, because it could erupt into an argument. I also said something like that on, September, 13th, and understanding what to stay out of. I don't like the, also the, putting them into own little categories and, negative. No. But so anyway. So those are all wrong because it sounds too amazing.
on here.
Okay. So it sounds too amazing and too coincidental. So, I mean, it's so mastermind and intelligent, that it, should be true, because it's not. It's all based off of coincidental and what happened, during one's day, that, did something go up, or, did someone sleep well, yada, yada, yada. So, that's another thing. And the next myth is really about astrology in general. Is that, oh, it doesn't exist. Oh, it's, woo-woo kind of thing. Well, no, it's a practical, realistic, natural science. Okay, so I just want to go over real quick. Capricorn is the new moon for today and tomorrow. I need to write that in differently. So, Sun and Libra moon in Capricorn is very, very focused about career-oriented and relationship in a lot of areas, and a very, very, committed sign. Libra in, logical, practical, moon grounding Libra a little bit more, should I happen to say. That's the moon. Okay, that is all for today, everybody. Thank you very, very much for coming. I'll see you another time.